I like the blog. Why I blog? Having time to think about it. I want to know. It it helps express my opinions. However, most reason bloggers blog is based on what she believes in. For example, the feedback is not biased as her family's feedback, but in all right, she has the control of who feedbacks. You could delete people's response, and you know I don't think you could be really biased or a real dialogue with having that person right next to you. Um, my interpretation of the vlog was, you know, pretty much biased because it's from the blogger's perspective. Um, Another an example is what she gives. She loves the reaction. She believes the internet is a real life, and she you know she loves the people who respond to our vlog. I don't think I mean I think that's a stretch as far as she's saying she loves those people, but I mean it's a form of interaction. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's not as reactive or spontaneous as she says it is. She said it's in a way of someone sitting right next to you, and but you show up on the screen. But I don't think reality plays a big part in the whole blogging. I think she's hiding the face of reality in a way. I mean, blogging is a form of art. Uh, Being creative with your blogs can be entertaining also. It's a medium for use of information, but viewers should give these forms of communication a critical review. It's just like a medium like a newspaper, you know the radio shows, the news. It's pretty much aware of all bias. Seeing, hearing, the increasing of awareness doesn't guarantee the truth, from my perspective. You know, that's why I really don't, favor vlogging as a way of, you know, the truth in the, in that sense. Um, it's based on your perspective, just like everything else. It's not necessarily the truth. Also, uh, people have different viewpoints, which I respect. Just like in the newspaper or on TV or in the radio, people have different opinions, just like everything else. Um, so I don't really, see the very importance of vlogging. Um, of course, besides it, it's uh, secondly, you know, just because someone cares, saying that they care about you, or I love the response, or I love this and that, it doesn't seem the same as you having that physical interaction with that person. I think. I feel like it's like a movie per se. They're just acting. It's they're just demonstrating. The actions, just talking, not smiling and all that jazz, smiling. So I don't think it's very interactive per se. Um, I think also like when you vlog, you you kind of putting yourself out there. Privacy is very important to me, so I'm not really interested in receiving communications from different people that I don't know, you know, never seen in my life, or hearing all this stuff. So that that kind of has something to do with it, and communication is a great tool, and there's no really substitution for that, and I personally like that, the the reality, as far as having someone face to face, and having someone, and giving facial expressions, or on a handshake, physical level, as far as how you meet somebody, and rather than being so cheerful and you don't know if it's not not real. So I just I believe interaction is a real time, and it's real, truthful things. It's just, you gotta you know be there in the present. So that's why I think it's called the present, because it's a present. So you know don't get me wrong, vlogging is another great way of communication, but I'm not really you know for it per se. You can't see, you can see your facial expressions and all the tones and all that stuff like that. Just like texting. What I mean. You could find it. You might respond to a certain thing in one way, but you meant it another way, and somebody perceives it another way. Same thing with vlogging. You know, they could be really, you know, interacting with you, nice, calm, and everything, but they could be really like, I really don't like this person, so it's an act, per se, and it messes up everybody's communication, I think, so, yeah, and that's it. That's my response of why I vlog.